The earth is full of life as it gives life to every living creature. However, human beings are gradually changing the earth because of their practices. If we are not going to change the way we are living, the earth is going to look like different in the near future. And worse, it will bring disaster to the entire planet. This photo collage is composed of photos that illustrates how the community helps in mitigating the hazards caused by climate change. Climate change is defined as the shift in climate patterns mainly caused by greenhouse gas emissions from natural systems and human activities. Humans are the main problems of climate change, and humans are also the ones who can solve this problem. Climate change doesn't only lead to extreme weather events and dangerous health to all the people in the world, but its threats multiplies as it poses a direct risk to human survival for many of the world's most vulnerable communities. To combat the many threats posed by climate change, the nations of the world have agreed to unite as one as we perform mitigation for climate change. Climate change mitigation means avoiding and reducing emissions of heat-trapping greenhouse gases into the atmosphere to prevent the planet from warming to more extreme temperatures. In simple words, it aims to reduce the causes of climate change by cutting down the emissions of greenhouse gases. A greenhouse gas is a gas that absorbs and emits radiant energy within the thermal infrared range, causing the greenhouse effect. The primary greenhouse gases in Earth's atmosphere are water vapor, carbon dioxide, methane, nitrous oxide, and ozone. The greenhouse effect is the warming of climate that results when the atmosphere traps heat radiating from Earth towards space. By increasing the concentration of greenhouse gases in the atmosphere, we are amplifying the planet's natural greenhouse effect and turning up the dial on global warming. The question now is, how does the community help in mitigating the hazards caused by climate change? Now, let's bring them one by one.
Based on the photo collage, we can see that one way of climate change mitigation is to have green infrastructures. It provides area for water to drain, reduces a city's impervious or paved areas, filter pollutants out of runoff, and it passes through vegetation and cools the cities as temperatures rise with climate change. We know that environment is a very vast subject covering different complex sectors such as air, water, solid and hazeways, climate change, agriculture, farming, and others. So protection of green environment is an extremely tough job as it is not only vast but also it involves mending rigid human attitudes. We know that there's a lot of environmental issues around the globe, such as global warming, pollution, and many other issues are ruining our environment badly. Green infrastructure is one of the common factors that makes healthy environment, as you all know. It increases exposure to the natural environment, reduces exposure to harmful substances and conditions, provides opportunity for recreation and physical activity, improves safety, promotes community identity and sense of well-being, and provide economic benefit at both community and households. Its significance to maintain our whole ecosystems as well it plays main role or objective to maintain natural environment on the earth, which means green infrastructure enhance community cohesion with good public spaces, creating leisure and recreation opportunities, and helping people to improve quality of life. So the importance of a healthy environment that should take all the possible measures to keep our environment healthy.
Another way is to utilize renewable energy and energy efficient technology. Renewable energy is the path to reliable, affordable, and clean power. Most renewable energy is resources emit not carbon pollution. It includes wind and solar energy, which require essentially no water to operate and thus do not pollute water resources or strain water supplies, reduce harmful air pollutants, improve public health, and lower energy costs. Most cost-effective ways to save money, reduce greenhouse gas emissions, create jobs, and meet growing energy demands. The main benefits of energy efficiency includes environmental, which increase efficiency, can lower greenhouse gas emissions and other pollutants, and decrease water use. And next is economic, which improving energy efficiency can lower individual utility bills, create jobs, and help stabilize electricity prices and volatility. Next is utility system benefits. The energy efficiency can provide long-term benefits by lowering overall electricity demand, thus reducing the need to invest in new electricity generation and transmission of infrastructure. And the last is risk management. Energy also helps diversify utility resource portfolios and can be a hedge against uncertainty associated with fluctuating fuel prices.
Furthermore, communities also considered using sustainable transportation, such as e-strike and green buses. As you can see in our collage, there are many pictures that represent on how we can help to mitigate hazard caused by climate change. And one of these included is to have a sustainable transportation, to have a healthy world, secured life, and protecting the earth to preserve it, and securing our life to survive through it. Because sustainable transportation refers to any means of transportation that is green and has low impact on the environment. Sustainable transportation is also about balancing our current and future needs. Example of sustainable transportation includes walking, cycling, carpooling, car sharing, and green vehicles. And one of the benefits of these sustainable transportations are reduce greenhouse gas emissions, increase physical activity, increase social interactions, support for local businesses and a vibrant economy, and healthier lifestyle and a better ability of life. This sustainable transportation is the capacity to support the mobility needs of a society in a manner that is the less damageable to the environment and does not impair the mobility needs of future generations.
The community also spread awareness through educating people about the matter and by joining campaigns which support the environmental care. Education is an essential element of the global response to climate change. It helps people understand and address the impact of global warming, encourage changes in their attitudes and behavior, and helps them adapt to climate change-related trends. Education and awareness raising enable informed decision-making, play an essential role in increasing mitigation capacities of communities. Through its Climate Change Education for Sustainable Development program, UNESCO aims to make climate change education a more central and visible part of the international response to climate change. The program aims to help people understand the impact of global warming today and increase climate literacy among young people. It does this by strengthening the capacity of its member states to provide quality climate change education, encouraging innovative teaching approach to integrate climate change education in school, and by raising awareness about climate change, as well as enhancing non-formal education programs through media, networking, and partnerships.
The symbol of our Collage reminds us that to protect our planet also means that we are securing our lives because it is our collective and individual responsibility to preserve and tend to the world in which we all live. Preserving the earth is in our hands, and it is our main responsibility. In the end, we will all benefit from it. In contrast, we will also suffer from it if we take it for granted. Therefore, we must protect our planet. It is our only home and provider.